Same thing. The government has been looking at this ever since the 90s. There's something called the Police Public Contact Survey. Every 3 years, they ask 60,000 Americans, have you had an interaction with the police? If so, tell me about your interaction. They cannot find any pattern that suggests anything like systemic racism. It is not only wrong, it's also getting people killed. Cops pull back, bad guys know it, and some nutcases are going to feel that the narrative is true and ambush cops the way they did in San Diego, they did here in L.A. Sheriff deputies were ambushed the way they did in New York, where you are, Sean. Officers Lou and Ramos were ambushed and killed. Officers in Baton Rouge, officers in Dallas, all because of this phony narrative pushed by people like Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, and the Democrats. It's getting people killed.
You know, Leo, it's what did Kamala say? Reimagine what a police department's going to look like, praising the cuts of the LAPD. I don't think Los Angeles needs cuts to the police department. Joe's saying police become the enemy. Of course we'll redistribute funds elsewhere. So they've taken the most extreme position, and let's not forget, during the DNC, they never talked about the violence. They acted like it wasn't happening.
Exactly.
It really gets me upset because they have doubled down on making a deal with the devil. Antifa and Black Lives Matter.
Exactly.
Respectfully, the First Lady lied in that video because the protests, everyone in this country can see the chaos and the burning in these democratic cities. And she wants us to disbelieve what we can see. And that
with our own eyes.
As if she really cares. She lives in a very wealthy area. The reason why Donald Trump got elected is because this country rejected
She's moving on up.
Obama administration. And that is why,
like Wheezy.
as far as calling Donald Trump a racist, shame on you, Michelle Obama.
Shame on her.
Obama did. Donald Trump has given positive reform for Black America, historical Black colleges, low unemployment rate, First Step Back. She will call him a racist and not tout what Obama did because he did nothing for Black people.
They think once you vote black, you never go back.
That doesn't give her credibility.
Wrong.
She lost credibility today, Sean, by pressing that
I have
video.
a question. Why didn't Barack and Joe set record low unemployment for every minority group? Why didn't they commit as much money and time to historically black colleges? Why didn't they do criminal justice reform, police reform, opportunity zones? Larry, I think those are fair questions because those are all the things that Donald Trump got done, not Barack and not Joe.
They're excellent questions, and why don't they support choice in public school? Michelle Obama essentially went to a magnet school. She did not go to the local school near her because it was a bad school. She voluntarily bussed outwards in order to go to a better school. Her daughters never went to public school. Obama never went to public school. Went to Punahou, went to Oxley out here in L.A., went to Columbia, then went to Harvard. They never set foot in a public school, but they want to deny inner-city parents the same
Exactly.
show black and brown parents one choice. You know who does?
They don't believe in school choice.
In the suburbs who wouldn't put their kid in the inner city school if you paid them. It is outrageous that the Democrats are opposed.
Shame on them.
When urban parents want it and want it desperately. Chicago, 13 high schools, 0% of kids can do math at grade level. Another half a dozen where 1% can. Who sends their kid to a school like that if they have an option out?
Like Nancy Pelosi with her gourmet ice cream, and she won't sign the COVID relief bill.
The reason why she's throwing that race bomb is because the Democrats are losing black male voters. They know it. They're desperate. They cannot win this election without black male voters. They're going Republican, just like I have.
Let's see, 28 days.
Exactly.
Leo, Larry. By the way, I want the Leo Larry show. Leo 2.0.
Leaving the Democratic plantation.
The president, according to his doctors, well,
They ain't, and Leo's not the only one.
Symptoms on a speedy road to recovery, and we can hope and pray that continues for everybody that contracts this, well, invisible enemy. Apparently many New Yorkers, though, they have been brainwashed by the media mob and think something conspiratorial is at play. Joining us now with a full report.
Keep praying for the president.
Election correspondent, our very own Lawrence Jones. LJ, what do we got tonight?
Hey, good evening, Sean. As you noted, the president is back at the White House recovering from the coronavirus, but he's not finished with his agenda. In fact, he's going all in. After months of negotiations with the Democrats for COVID relief, he announced today that he would be ending those negotiations until after the election. The president says his focus now will all be on his Supreme Court nominee and to get that nominee to get confirmed. But some don't believe that the
It's
president
amazing.
ever had COVID, Sean. They think it was all a hoax. Watch. It
Conspiracy.
looks like he's doing pretty well now, though, but he still has COVID. But
yeah, I'd still be a little cautious.
You'd be a little cautious?
Yeah, if I ran into someone that I knew had COVID 2 days ago and was in the hospital, I probably want a little separation from.
Sometimes I wonder if it's just a ploy.
You think it's fake?
He ain't even wearing his mask right.
To vote for him, to get people to feel sorry for him, you never know.
You never know. Some people said it was a hoax. Do you believe that?
No,
You don't believe it was a
I
hoax?
don't believe that.
Think
I mean, they're trying to find any reason they can to pick on him, and this is just another one.
Exactly.
Pretend to have COVID.
Maybe later on he'll have an explanation, and you piece 2 and 2 together, and you'll see like, oh, this is why he said he had coronavirus.
We need to find something to reunite him. And if the president is sick, all his citizens should be coming together, regardless of whether or not we like his political stance. A healthy president is a healthy country.
Exactly.
Sean, as you can see, it looks
Wow.
like that brother at the end was the only person that had a...
They got common sense up in New York.
We need to unify behind the president and wish him well. I know I am. He's in my prayers.
Exactly.
All right, LJ, thank you so much. There is a lot at
Wow.
stake. 28 days, 4 weeks from tonight. Now, tomorrow night, we will see the first and only vice presidential debate. Joining us now for a preview is one of Senator Kamala Harris's colleagues, Louisiana Senator John Kennedy. When she debated Biden and took him on about praising the former Klansman, Robert Byrd, and took him on about his partnering with the former Klansman to stop integration of schools, my take on that, she memorized her lines, she stared him down, and she delivered them with pinpoint accuracy. I would think she probably is memorizing lines tonight to throw at Vice President
That's
Pence.
why Obama picked her.
Here's what I think will happen at the debate. Many members of the press, Sean, have treated Vice President Biden and Senator Harris like your mom treats the good china. I don't think Mike Pence will do that. Mr. Biden contends that he will be the second coming of Franklin Roosevelt. But a lot of people suspect that he's really going to be the second cousin of Bernie Sanders. He and Senator Harris support abortion, illegal immigration, open borders, sanctuary cities, socialized medicine, defunding the police, gutting the Second Amendment, higher taxes, more regulation, a weaker military, and hugs and hot cocoa for Iran. If I know Mike Pence, and I think I do, he is going to make Senator Harris defend those positions.
Anything Hillary
I
liked.
didn't understand. What was the first reference on
Abortion,
China? I missed that one.
Satanism,
I said that the
everything
press,
bad.
many members of the press have treated the Vice President and Senator Harris like your mother treats the good china. That is very, very,
I got
very
it delicately. Okay. So here's my question. Now, I would bring up the issues that she brought up herself about Joe Biden and his relationship with segregationists and his praise of a former Klansman and his partnering with that Klansman to stop integration of schools. And her, I thought it was a pretty powerful line. I was that little girl when she said that. Did she not mean it? At one point, I think on a late night show, she said, oh, no, it was only a debate. Does that mean we're not supposed to take anything she says seriously tomorrow?
Pretty much.
Well, I think Senator
It's all a
Harris
game.
and Vice President Pence
Don't
will
hate the
talk
player, hate the
about
game.
race in America. But if you read
She slept her way to the top.
the Senator Harris's and Mr. Biden's agenda, you will see that they both believe that America is a racist nation, that we were racist in our origins, and that we're even more racist today. And
That's
I
why they
heard
picked
Senator
her,
Harris in
to
the
keep
debates
this race war
say that,
going.
not in those exact words, words, and recently Vice President Biden seems to agree with her. Once again, I think Mike Pence very respectfully but firmly will ask them to explain that, because I don't believe most Americans are racist.
It's going to be a good debate if Chris Wallace ain't there.
We appreciate it as always. When we come back, Texas Senator Ted Cruz had a wild back and forth with NBA owner Mark Cuban over the league's hypocrisy. Senator Cruz will join us later. Explosive new declassifications further implicate Hillary Clinton. She set the whole thing up.
Why am I not surprised?
To distract from her email, the subpoenaed emails that she
Yup.
erased, and the bleach pit and the hammers. Wow, new developments straight ahead.
She's more evil than I thought.